All right, you guys. Greetings and welcome to the longest name on YouTube. I'm your host, Psychotronic Squirt Gun, and this is Chaotic Comic Book Cover Displays and more with friends. And it will be plural. Will be here. But to my left is Cheap Comic Collector Rob. He got a buzz, dude. Very cool.
I was thinking about doing it on stream, and then I was like, nah, because it'd just be funny, you know. I just started shaving my head, but
yeah,
I wouldn't have my mirror. There'd be hair all over the place, and it just wasn't.
That would rock, dude. I'm still kind of tired, man. Like on Monday, oh my God, I went and visited my friend Sean Moe, 2-hour drive, and I rifled through comics for 7 hours. And I came home for another 2-hour drive, and oh my God.
But you were happy.
I am very happy. I am very, very happy. And, I also want to say that Mike won't be here today. So from an hour from now, you guys, Graphic Man is going to come on. And Easy Comic Reader is going to be on that show, tearing it up with Higgy Pop. Pop. Yeah. And we're absolutely thrilled that those two guys are together having fun live. So, check that out an hour from now. But without further ado, Will's going to be here. I know he set up to stream, but he said he might be a little busy. So we're going to go right ahead here, regardless of my cat freaking going nuts in the background. I want to say hi to the chat, but I'm going to do that soon. I'm going to do that real soon. We're going to start this.
The cat in.
Should I let the cat in? No, I'm afraid now, because of the comics. I don't just buy cheap comics from Sean. I get a whole stack. Can you guys hear the cat?
No.
Okay, good. I get a whole stack of bronze, mostly bronze, copper, marble, some silver, and I'm going to show that sporadically throughout this haul. So without further ado, we've got 1966 Tales to Astonish. Here, I'll go big for this.
Oh man, I thought I was going to show some good books today. Oh,
number 86. Well, they're all gonna be good. You got little Kirby there, and Kirby is good in this. But what's really shining inside here is the Gene Colan art. I mean, oh my God. Look at this.
Yeah, just unbelievable stuff.
It makes me just want to get, all this original, Tales of Suspense. Did I say Tales of to Astonish? I messed that up. But it's just beautiful stuff. So thank you, Sean. Look at this. We got a little splash here of Iron Man. You guys, you ever see this stuff on sale? These Silver Age books. It's written by Stan the Man, so sometimes the dialogue seems dated, but it's super clean,
Iggy Pop's in chat. Don't you have a show to do, brother?
I'm gonna say hi to the chat right now. I'm gonna let you go. Rob, and then I'm gonna try to in between what you're saying. I'm gonna say hi to everybody. But
all right. So, if you were at my show Monday, we kind of did something a little bit different. I opened up a flat rate box on screen that I hadn't been through yet and offered them all up for sale, regardless of what could have been in there.
Yeah.
And it's probably the worst possible box I could have opened because it had like early Justice League and all kinds of stuff in it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
But there was a couple issues that I ended up with that were coverless.
Oh yeah.
So I worked my magic and I made my own covers.
All right, let's go big here.
I ended up with Batman 262, and now has my front cover on it. And
I like the idea of coverless now. I think it's cool.
And Justice League America number 17, same thing. I had to print out my own cover that didn't have a front or a back cover.
Wow.
But other than that, it was beautiful. So
Yeah, that is beautiful.
so now I have those in my collection.
Steven Spock, thanks for being here. Brian LCS, Swagda. Swagda just did a video about my package. I really appreciate
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, that dude's awesome.
And then I keep mentioning this haul I got last week from the Collective, the local comic shop. And I finally went through and like grabbed all the ones that I want to keep.
Well, there you go. Yeah, it could be
I'm
worse.
going to show those. And then today I went through and I narrowed that down further because I went through and checked to see which ones I already had. So I do have a stack that's going to go in the sales. But
Okay.
I wanted to share some of the stuff that's not going into the sale.
What are your thoughts here? Okay, go ahead. I'll ask you later.
I got Superman number 300.
Nice.
Nice iconic cover.
What up, Zodiac? Thanks for being here.
First appearance of Anthro.
Nice.
And you know, your focus is drawn to him, but the artwork, the best artwork on here actually is in the details on around the sides.
Yeah.
You see the mammoth and the girl there and the volcano and everything. Is like when I took my focus and looked at the other part of the cover, that's when I was like, oh wow, that art is fantastic.
I think I first learned of Anthro from Gary B, the casual guy. He did a special on that. And I was like, wow, that is really good.
Yeah, it's very cool. It's I mean, you can look at like some of this. I mean, it's how we post who did a lot of like cartoon characters and stuff later, I think, in his career.
Cool.
So it's got a little bit of a cartoony edge into it, but it's also, you know, the adventures and stuff. So it's very
good stuff to have. What
very
up,
cool? Yeah.
Double H, thanks for being here, bro. Appreciate it. Iggy Pop, Big Jim. I want you guys to tear it up, man. And Graphic Man.
Madhouse. This is number 97 from Red Circle Comics.
Wow, that was Archie. Yeah.
This is Archie doing unusual things.
Or trying to break into a different market, right?
Yeah, basically. But there was, maybe it's in the other one because there's two of them. There was a panel in here I wanted to show you. I think it's in the other one. Because this is number 95.
Wow. I like it. I'm going for this.
Yeah, I wanted to show you the art inside of here. This is
thanks.
The art is by Vicente Alcazar. I don't know if that's a pseudonym or what.
That looks cool.
I mean, this is Archie Comics.
Yeah, dude. They should have kept with it.
It's like, what the heck? You know, I've never seen these before, and I was just like, I mean, look at this demon here, man. I mean, you can smell the brimstone just looking at that.
Absolutely, I love that stuff. Thanks for dropping the links. If you guys live under a rock, definitely get out from under that rock and sub up Iggy Pop.
You got Adam and Hawkman number 44. This was a cool cover too.
That is cool. Very cool.
And Giant Superman Annual number 2.
David Heath.
Anybody care to guess what I paid for these?
Oh, why don't you just tell us?
80 cents.
Well, how much?
80 cents a piece.
Yeah, man.
The Brute number 1 from Atlas.
Wow.
Oh, and this is, I was looking for an ad to share on Monday, and it was in these. So I can share a little artwork until we get to the ad. But
wow.
I saw this ad and I immediately started laughing because it says Atlas Comics, the new House of Ideas. And I was like, wow, nice what a way to throw the gauntlet down, you know?
Yeah, nice shot. The shot has been fired. Dr. Skull's raw comic videos. Thanks for being here. Very cool, buddy.
And then we got Magic Agent from ACG, American Comics Group. I guess there was only like 3 issues of this. But I think this is like my first one from American Comics Group.
Yeah, it looks cool.
It looks interesting. Creatures on the Loose featuring Man-Wolf. Very
Gotta
cool
love that
cover.
cover, man. Yeah.
And then this one blew my mind a little bit when I pulled it out. The Monster of Frankenstein #1.
Wow.
Unfortunately, the cover is torn off on the front and back, but it's still all here, so I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
They had it in a really tight bag, and it, I don't know if they ripped it off like getting it in there or what, but it was in there super tight.
Dr. Skull Raw Comics video says, only because some loser didn't pack your adventures into the unknown in your last box. You're trying to recall that.
Yeah, well, see, we have this thing on eBay, right? I buy from him on eBay.
Okay.
And eBay doesn't always, when you combine things, eBay's supposed to provide them with a packing list.
Yeah.
Right? Well, they leave things off of that packing list.
Oh, I see.
So there's been a couple times where I didn't get all the books because it's eBay's fault. He goes by the packing list and then it's not there, and I'm short a couple books. So it's not a big deal. I just let him know, and then it waits until the next time. And
Dr. Skull is we're really happy you're here, buddy. He's thrown himself under the bus.
Yeah, he's talking about himself. And then we got Iron Man #47. Very early. It's in pretty poor condition, but it's still, again, it's all there. So for 80 cents, I'll take it all day.
Yeah.
Doom absolutely. Patrol 106.
Metamorpho.
And Captain Action #4.
Wow.
I've never even seen Captain Action before. I mean, I knew there was a comic book. I know, that he's based on an old doll or action figure, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I've never seen an actual issue of Captain Action before. And It's only a 5-issue series, and I now have 2 of the issues because there's another one in here as well.
Cool.
Strange Adventures #212 with Deadman. Awesome
Nice.
cover.
Captain Action that was mentioned in a Starman issue I read recently.
Really?
Yeah.
Beware the Creeper #2.
Got some eyeball action.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Captain Storm #8. And I don't know if you can see the detail on this, but it's gorgeous.
Wow.
Just the way they did the color wash on the waves and stuff with the green and everything is just makes it really, really pop nice.
Cool.
And there's the other Captain Action #3. So I went to never even having seen this book before to now having, 2 of the 5 issues.
That's beautiful, man. Dr. Skull says, wait till you see the dogs I got in today.
Got Black Hawk #197.
Excellent.
And this one's cool too. Challengers of the Unknown #74.
Yeah, I've been picking up the older Challengers when
I looked some of these up, and these are, some of these are worth a little bit of money. I don't.
Yeah.
I almost feel guilty getting them for 80 cents, but it's not my fault they're selling them that cheap.
No, it's not.
It's not like I talked them out of them.
Yeah, I think, it's just where we're at right now.
Sergeant Fury, annual #1.
It's a quiet recession we're in or something.
Yeah, that'll do it for first round.
Okay. All right. You got me and my headphone hair. I've been listening to headphones, mixing and stuff. So that's why I have crazy hair, you guys. All right. So here we go. Another pickup from Sean. So what Sean does is he goes on eBay. He looks for a certain issue, sees the average that was actually sold. gets a discount. I get a discount for that, and then I get a whole bunch of comics, and he gives me an additional discount. So I'm not going to go to Comic-Con, unfortunately, SummerCon this year. But 1974, because I spent the money, 1974, Marvel Team Up, number 21. And yeah, it's nice and clean. Doctor Strange and Spidey are puppets. The Sal Buscema art's definitely good. Gotta love it. Yeah. Good stuff. So I got a big stack from Sean, like this big of stuff I'm pretty happy with. Okay, so now we'll move on to some of the, I'll pull from the 25-cent, $25 long box is what I meant to say. And I got about 8 of those long boxes. It's pretty crazy. But 1992, Quasar 37. We got some good Greg Capullo art within. It looks like Eternity is like possessed or something on the cover here. Pretty dang cool. But yeah, I like Mark Grenwald as a writer, or I got into Quasar as a kid because of him. So, rest in peace, dude. But I guess he was quite the prankster. Greg Capullo did some good art before he got some really big, And you could find this stuff on the cheap too. The only Quasar comics currently that are a little more expensive are the Todd McFarlane covers, unfortunately. I mean, I think it's a good series, so for the most part. And an earlier issue of this Quasar run is where I got the word psychotronic. Okay, so a little trivia there. Came from, I know it has different meanings, but in the meaning of the comic, it was meant as a psychic thing. All right, here's 1993 by Harvey Comics. It's Stone Protectors, and this is the premiere issue. And whenever I see this indies from the 80s, even the early 90s stuff can be pretty good. I go for it. Peter Lawrence and Ben Valley does the art, so I don't know. Ben Valley doesn't really strike any bells with me, but it looks pretty funny. None of these will taste the blade, right? As Easy Comic Reader would say. But actually, before I went to Sean's, I did go to a half-price bookstore in Tukwila because I saw a bunch of Savage Sword of Conan, and they were $5 each, and they weren't the earlier issues or anything, but I still went back for it. And then I found a big stack for 25 cents each. I think that was one of the 25 centers. So, of course, I just went with it.
Were the Conans still there?
Oh, I grabbed them. They were there. Yeah,
cool.
I remember I mentioned it to you, Rob.
Yeah.
And I wasn't sure if I was going to do it. $5. You could probably get that online for $5. Maybe the issues I got. And the grades weren't super high.
I've seen them selling them for, I mean, I would say about $5 is probably the cheapest you're going to find one, no matter what the condition is, really.
Okay.
Would be my guess.
1993, Death's Head 2, number 4. I collect the UK Marvel stuff when I see it. And I always enjoy the art within. Something about the art during this time from UK comics I like. I know the earlier Death's Head some people seem to have more of an affinity for, you know. But I think it's pretty cool. I've read a couple issues and I really like it. Who does this? Liam Sharp. So this is his early work. Liam Sharp is a huge name nowadays, but you could find his earlier work on the cheap, just like that last issue with Greg Capullo. So yeah, very nice. We'll go to a 1980. I think I got this off the internet, eBay or something. Doctor Strange, 43. I have more stuff to show that Sean gave me, but I just like mixing stuff up, you know. Got this whole area that I normally have under my desk here. We got some Gene Colan art. And I just mix it up, you know. And then sometimes you forget where you got things, but that's okay. You know, I got this process that I said last week where I show comics, they go into one area, and then I grade them and zap them into CLZ, they go into another area. Then they go into the blog spot for the trading program, then they get put away, and it's freaking work, you know. But it's a labor of joy, right? And I'm not in a big hurry, you know. When you're a cheap comic collector like me, you could slow down because you know you're getting this stuff at a decent rate, you know. So there's that Doctor Strange.
It's so much more fun when you get them cheap than
it is fun.
paying, you know, the high prices.
Yeah, these $25 long boxes. There's no way I'm gonna have to do something. I'm gonna have to move them. And Sean's aware of that. Sean made it clear, though, do not sell this other stuff, the nicer stuff, and I wouldn't. That goes into my personal collection, you know.
Right, yeah.
He's got this proprietary, you know, attitude because he works so hard for it, you know. But I guess Keith Giffen did the art in this. And this is, I think, 2011. It's the new 52. And it's OMAC number 3. So I kind of passed on a lot of the new 52 when it came out, but now I'm definitely interested. That's what happens, you know. A lot of weird, strange characters. You know, DC was just doing whatever they wanted, you know, hoping that it would, you know, because they turned all their titles over to the number ones. They were hoping that people would be excited enough to check out their more obscure characters, you know.
Yeah, I like the fact that they tried a bunch of different stuff. It's just that I don't know, none of it really clicked with me.
Yeah, it didn't really click with me either. But now I want to read the OMAC. You know, now I want to flip through it. Now I want to check it out. Here's a indie from the 80s. It's 1983. I think it's John C. or something like that. It's JC Productions, and it's Thunder Agents number 1. I love, like I say, I love this. I love what people refer to as just generic, you know, superhero storytelling. But I like the space faring adventures, you know. And yeah, I'm gonna read this. Here's a cool. I don't know if these are reprints. It kind of look like they would be reprints, but
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they are.
a Dynamo.
But they had I think the same publisher did like a series that weren't reprints for a couple issues.
Yeah, no, PC Pacific Comics did. Yeah, this is all totally reprinted. It's cool. I don't really do my homework. I just start showing this stuff because I'm not Mr. Know-It-All on the internet. I'm just some dork, you know. But yeah, got this for $0.25 too. I think yeah, I did. I got this for $0.25. So we'll do another Sean special. 1973, little Jim Starlin action here. Yeah, he did everything, the story, colors, everything. Captain Marvel, 29. And I'm loving this cover.
Yeah. Just beautiful.
Yeah. So I didn't get this in a $25 long box, I'll tell you that. But pretty cool stuff. I got my eyeball.
Yep. I see them all over the place now that we've been talking about.
I know, I love it. That's what I'm gonna use. Shout out to Swagda. Thank you so much for that thumbnail he used for his video of me. I'm actually gonna use that. I might tweak the background a little bit, but I'm gonna use that. That was freaking awesome, man. Really appreciate it. But yeah, the reason why I brought that up is because I'm gonna, of course, put some eyeballs on it. I think
You put a bunch of eyeballs behind you.
Yeah, I was digressing from what I was saying, but there was a point to it. More eyeballs, you guys. But yeah, you gotta love, Jim Starlin, his early stuff. It's in nice condition. It's got that old smell that everyone loves. It's got Thanos and Star Fox. Come on, you guys. I'd rather spend money on this, to be honest. Just that's where I'm at.
Oh,
But
yeah.
hey, I don't have an attitude, against other people. Collect what you love what you collect, right? That's what it's all about. That goes up here. Hey, I wanted to. Okay, so Sean, I know him from because we were different bands together, and he's been in this one for a while. It's called Stereo Creeps. He just gave me this
Cool.
vinyl, and that was really nice of him. In 2019, they made their best album, according to him. I've listened to a couple songs. It's like heavy rock. It's not heavy metal. It's awesome stuff. And then COVID hit, and they couldn't go on tour, and it just blew all the momentum out, and people got sick and all this stuff. And I mean, it's just life. Life happens, man. It's so freaking weird.
Yeah.
So he gave me that, which I really appreciate. Someday I'm gonna set up my my turntable, right? So you sold me. No, you didn't sell it. You actually gave me Warlord Volume 1, Number 1. Remember that, Rob?
Yeah.
Well, I found this in the $25 long box. It's 1976. Warlord number 3.
Cool.
It's low grade. But now all I need is number 2, and then now I can read 2 and 3. I'm going to read it from the beginning. So anybody see Warlord 2 out there? I don't care what grade it's in, because you eventually get the higher grades. But we'll show the nice splash page, Mike Grail, the Holy Grail, right? So beautiful.
So that one panel in today's comics, that would be an entire miniseries.
Look at that detail. You guys get the Warlord. Just keep getting it. I think it's a good investment. It might not seem like it right now, but people will. I think they'll realize quality. Someday. Maybe even the kids. And I think that even though it's a digitized world with screens everywhere, people are going to love their paper. I think. Should I? I'll do one more, then I'll give it to you. Okay, Rob?
Sure, whenever.
Okay, good. Now, I don't know if I'm watching Gray Man's channel too much, or I don't know what it is. But these comics about love, right? Which I never got into. And I don't know. This is an indie from the 80s here, but it's Vicky Valentine from Renegade. It's just crazy. I don't know why I got this, but
it's by Bill Logan. That's a Archie artist.
Cool. Yeah, I don't know anything about Archie, really. But because of my friends on YouTube, you guys, this is so crazy to me. You got little cutouts here you could do.
But back in, that used to be like a whole little like subcategory of comics, was doing like the paper cutout dolls and stuff. They back in like the 30s and 40s, they would include them in comic strips on Sundays and in some panels and stuff like that.
Yeah. Freaking crazy. So yeah, Rob, you would know about this. I actually did find some Richie Rich, like 3 of them, but in low grade, in the $25 long boxes. But okay, I'll get you on there now, dude.
Low grade is cool.
Yeah, they're called
things like
they're called
Gold number 97.
Yeah, dude, they're called reader beaters. That's what
Batman and Wildcat.
There's nothing wrong with reader beaters. I mean, come on.
And Casper number 147, just for some variety.
Thank you, everyone in the chat. Chat blew up. Really freaking love it, man.
Early Archie Girls, Betty and Veronica, 12 center is number 87. And the artwork was a little different back then. I find the older artwork more interesting than the more modern stuff, actually. But
yeah.
And speaking of Richie Rich, here's number 38.
Very cool. Yeah, I'm here. It's really funny. I never really got into it,
Richie Rich isn't that funny. I've tried to analyze why I was so interested in it as a kid, and I really think it was just that's what was on the newsstands that I had access to.
Okay.
Because the Disney comics weren't on the newsstands I went to. They were in like the 3-packs in the toy stores. On the rare occasion I would get into a Kmart or Ben Franklin or something like that.
Yeah.
But I don't remember ever seeing those kind of comics on the newsstands.
Huh. Ooh, we got here a ghost.
Emmanuel.
Manny.
51.
The Hobgoblin Collector. Dude, I got some early Marvel team-ups. I know you're working on that run, buddy. I got it from Sean. Good stuff.
Spidey Super Stories, number 24.
Yep, I actually have my first Spidey. I never really had those comics either.
I've got like 3 or 4 of them. It looks like it would be a fun run to put together. And of course, it's sponsored by the Electric Company and has
I remember as a kid,
easy comic reader.
I grew up on
the every once in a while.
Yeah, I grew up on that.
Our Army at War, number 269.
Nice.
And I thought this was just a neat design cover with all the planes up in the air,
Yeah.
Around the corners and stuff.
Arcade Pop, thanks for being here. Really appreciate it. What is good?
Shade the Changing Man, number 1.
Awesome. Thunder Agents were reprinted from the Tower Comics of the mid-1960s. Very cool. Thanks, buddy. Dr. Skull.
Hunter, Weird Western Tales, number 48, the Scalp Hunter. But it's also the first appearance of, I can't do this backwards, Cinnamon.
Yeah, I know. It's counterintuitive. Dr. Skull with the 411s, man. Appreciate it. Hello, Comics Embraced. Thanks for being here.
Secret Society of Supervillains, number 12. There was actually quite a few more of these in here that I didn't have, so I think I'm closing in on the full set, but I haven't put these in my list yet, so I'm not sure.
Awesome. That looks great.
There's number 5.
Yeah, that looks great. Hold that cover up again. That was beautiful. I'm starting to get into DC more too. I've always liked DC, but I wasn't like you guys. Like, there's a lot of DC fans out there now that I watch.
There's number 11. There's a lot of DC has a lot to offer. And I think they're a little easier to get from like the 60s and 70s than the Marvel stuff is, because that's everybody wants the Marvel stuff from 60s and 70s.
So might as well snatch up this DC while you can.
This is Jimmy Olsen, number 142, covered by Jack Kirby.
Nice. Razor Comics, Ray, thanks for being here, man. Appreciate it. Pizza Rat, what up, dudes? Thanks for saying hi.
Strange Adventure 238. Shadow number 7 from DC.
Well, Dr. Skull was saying that I need to read from the beginning I'd have to do the first issue special number 8, but I just had the number 1.
Yeah, because that's where it started, and then it went into Warlord. And, it was.
There's a
that's what
recap.
they used to do.
Ooh.
There's one of the original Swamp Things is number 18.
Yeah, but Warlord number 1 has the recap, so you could follow it. But yeah, I'll totally check that out. First issue special number 8.
And this one's pretty beat up, but it's an old Rawhide Kid, number 26.
Ain't no shame having that, huh?
Nope. Another Atlas Comics. Target number 1. I hadn't heard of this one before.
Yeah, I got that. So Atlas was around. Go ahead.
Have you read it?
No, I haven't read any Atlas yet.
I'm just looking at it. I'm wondering if it's like a ripoff on the Human Target from DC, but
it probably was.
It seems like that's the idea behind it. From Harvey, we have Felix the Cat, number 95. Felix the Cat, Dragon Slayer.
Cool. So according to this, Comics Embraced, comics might be on the path to obscurity.
Nonsense.
Hope not. Hey, Beck Neptune, thanks for being here. Good to see you.
Dennis in Hawaii. This is a very thick issue. Got a cool back cover too. It's got a big rip in the back though. And this is the 5th printing of this particular issue. It's back then. They were bragging about how many times they printed it, I guess.
Hey, Dr. Silver Age is saying hi, and I appreciate that, Rod. You're welcome on the show anytime, buddy. Yeah, you're out with the missus. That's cool.
Jump on anytime, Rod.
Yeah.
Justice League of America, number 33.
I do collect Justice League.
Yeah, I thought this was cool when I pulled this out, and unfortunately, you can see some damage and stuff here on the bottom and everything, but still, it's all there. It's good enough for me, man.
Yeah. I'm a Marvel 2-in-1 spree currently as well. Comics Embraced.
Star Spangled War Stories, number 116.
Wow.
And my earliest Sergeant Fury yet. This is number 14.
Wow. 80-cent special.
And Blackhawk, number 178.
Beautiful. Pizza Rats saying spontaneous claim sale. You know what? We might have some news. My friend. not of those, no. But Rob and I might have news in the future. So we'll see.
Logan's Run, number 1. George Perez.
Yeah.
Did the art on this series. And you can kind of see his style emerging, just looking at it.
Yeah.
He's not quite there yet, but it's got that look to it that shows there's something special coming. Marvel Chillers, number 6.
Ooh, do I have that one? That looks familiar. Tigra. Rod wants to know what happened to your hair, buddy.
Went away. It's hot in Florida.
You woke up and it was gone.
Human Torch, number 1. And I think I have this full set now because there was a bunch of these in there.
Swagda wants to know what everyone is snacking on, right, Rob? Swagda.
Yeah, usually, yeah. He's got this food fetish.
Yep.
Ghostly Tales number 121 from Charlton.
Cool.
Yeah.
You could do the Charlton, yeah. Popularized by Higgy Pop.
And number 125.
I see a bunch of those at the LCS that's not so L in Olympia, where I go.
All right. You got another round ready?
Danger Room Comics. Yeah, it works when there's like 2 or 3 people because you take a break, right? Very cool. Thanks everyone for being here. I was coming down the comments as much as I could, but we're going to start with another $25 long box special. And this is a good one here. It's 1990. The Demon number 6. We're going to go big for this. And we've got a goat singing, don't you step on my blue suede hooves. Music was always regarded as evil back in the day. So there's that association, right? Because you could really influence people. You could really make friends and influence people when you create music, back in the day at least. Nowadays, it's like, where's the radio? People just want to hear the radio. But I do collect the Demon, Jack Kirby's original stuff, and this other volume. This other volume is pretty funny.
Dr. Silver Age, yes, by all means, come on in.
Yeah, buddy, you got the link, so it's up to you, bro.
He says he'll be on in like 5 minutes if we want him to.
Very cool. Very cool. Okay, 2005. I collect Ultimates from this era because it's Mark Millar and Brian Hitch, and when they were working really hard, especially the first Ultimates. So to find this in the $25 long box is golden to me. It's because when you're collecting comics and you get to buy, you got to spend money, you got to drop some cash, right? But you know how it is, buy in bulk. Most people don't have the time and space to do that, Where and how I found how I rehooked up with Sean. Did I tell you that story, Rob?
I don't think so.
In the chat, here you go. It was a random thing. I freaking did an eBay purchase, and he recognized my name, and then he wrote me a note, and then he gave me his number, and we started corresponding. But Sean is able to move this stuff and buy it in bulk, but he works from home. He doesn't, he's tired of social media currently. 1974, Amazing Adventures, number 26, with Killraven. I think this was another eBay special. Pretty cool cover. Loving it. All this bronze, dude. Whatever I could get from bronze. Look at this. Right, Rob? You seen this?
Yeah, it's gorgeous. Sorry, I was reading chat.
Yeah, no, that's what it's like. When I'm doing these streams, it's like multitasking.
Yeah, absolutely.
And staying present as much as you can.
You should be standing in the room when I'm trying to do a claim sale. It's crazy.
Well, man, doing claim sales is no joke, man. Just the behind the scenes work that needs to be done, is astonishing, to put it in comic book terms, right? But yeah, that's a pretty good score. We'll do a little Howard Shakin here. From 1994. It's a Filthy 50 center. I got this. Power and Glory, number 3. Filthy 50 center. I always grab these because someday I'll just see this on the super cheap. If I like it, I'll see it again and I'll just get it in super high grade. But yeah. I love Howard Chaykin's cartoony, gritty. It's weird, huh? It's a combination of his later stuff, at least, is a combination of grit and cartoons. You know? Oh, I got a Bravura card because this is the one of those indies from the 80s publishers that just dime a dozen publishers, maybe. I don't know. You guys could tell me the history. Pretty cool art, though, huh? Gotta love your Howard Chaykin. What's shaking Howard? So freaking awesome. I want to show this one. I remember liking this run. It's a modern comic from 2012, and it's a Wolverine and the X-Men number 14. And yeah, they capitalized on the name. We got our friend Rod here. All right, I'm gonna put this one down.
Dr. Silver Age himself.
Yeah, we got the host of Comic Book Memories, Mr. Hot Rod himself.
Hey,
Dr. Silver Age. What's up, man?
How you doing, guys?
Yeah,
man. Now that you're here, you're saving the show.
Oh, I don't know about that. You guys are doing pretty good, showing them books, man, and loving it.
Really loving your Saturday morning show, man. It's a lot of heart, a lot of fun. Yeah, just good times, man.
Thank you so much. That's what me and Shannon set out to do with the show, was just to give people 2 hours away from all the troubles in the world and troubles in their lives. Just give them 2 hours to be like kids again.
Yeah, I think I first heard of you through Higgy and then Mike and then Rob, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go check this out. So yeah, man, I'm glad we're all in this together and we're just having fun on YouTube. It's
absolutely, man. I wish this was around like in the 70s. And
oh my god, I'd be a walking encyclopedia. I was more of a loner. Well, I was a kid in the 70s. I'll tell you that. A baby.
Rob, what happened to your hair, man?
Oh, I cut it off. You missed the first part of the stream.
No, I missed the first part.
Yeah, dude.
I'm in Florida. It gets hot. So
yeah, I bet.
Whenever it gets to a certain length, it's just got to go. It grows back. I cut it off again. It keeps coming back. I don't know.
So, Rod, do you want to show? Are you ready to show some stuff, Rod?
Yeah, I got some stuff I can show.
Okay, let's do this. Thank you so much for being here.
Oh, thanks for asking me, man.
Age, right on, Rod.
Thank you so much for asking me to have me here, guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah, you're always welcome.
I just found a new comic store it's probably about 40 minutes away from my house. We went out the other day, me and the missus, and was tooling around. We were actually looking for an appliance store because we got to buy a new stove.
Okay.
So, but I knew about this place. Not only was there a comic store there, but there was a pizza place right beside it. So, wow. I mean, that's heaven to me.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Comics and a pizza. Can't beat it.
Yeah, 2 birds, 1 stone. Right.
That's it. So, so I went in there for the first time, and the place was a small store, but man, it was crammed with books and toys in every nook and cranny. I wish I could remember the name of it, but I can't remember the name.
I'm sure it'll come to you later on, right?
But they had a 50-cent bin.
Yes.
Yeah. So I went diving right in there, and I come out with a whole bunch of Warlords.
Well, okay. This is what I'm looking for, man. Warlords.
So the first thing I saw was this right here.
You're going big now, dude.
Awesome. The mighty Crusaders.
So happy you're here, brother.
Oh, I love being here. So yeah, anybody who knows me knows I love the Crusaders and MJL.
Yeah.
So this is from Archie. Woohoo.
Excellent.
Yeah. I love team books. So anytime you can find a team book, I'm usually there.
Yeah, I used to follow the JLA and
look at the old ads.
Oh, you gotta love that stuff, man.
That's just great.
I got to get to the bottom of the chat here, man. I really appreciate the chat. Love all you guys, man. Thank you.
They even showed the toys that they were making at the time for them.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know there were Mighty Crusaders toys. That's cool.
There was just a few of them. I actually Where did I put him? I can't find him. I have the comic guy, this guy right here, the comic,
Cool.
red and blue.
Mm-hmm.
I found him.
Well, they're by Remco, so they probably got about the same distribution as those old Warlord and Sergeant Rock figures and stuff.
Yep, exactly. There we go. You got the whole group right there. Blackwood, all of them.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you, Pizza Rat, for subbing up Hot Rod. We love it, man.
Oh, thank you so much, man.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, very cool.
Then, like I said, I came into a bunch of Warlords. So we can start out with number 77. Great cover.
Yeah, you got to love these Grail covers, man.
I mean,
hard to beat, you know?
Just wonderful stuff, you know? Show some more on the inside.
Dr. Skull says he's got a few of the Remco Conan toys.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They also made some, I believe they made some Warlord toys as well.
Yeah, there was like a Warlord and an Arak and
yeah.
I think a Hercules. They tried doing like this little adventure line or something. I remember seeing the ads for them, but I've never seen them in person. I did look them up on eBay though to see if they actually existed.
Wow. Pretty cool.
And then cry about how much they are because they're probably wanting a lot of money for them now.
More than likely, yeah.
You guys
I know the Comet one was $30 that I paid for. Yeah. And that was loose. That wasn't in its packaging or anything like that. It was loose, and they rebagged it at this little thrift store that I went to.
Wow.
So, but I'll take it. I'll take it.
Just the stuff that goes for sale nowadays. All right, some more Warlord. This is great.
This is number 79. And a lot of these I hadn't seen before because I was not a big Warlord collector throughout my collection. So I'm just learning to get into that. There's some Warlord stuff right there. There's the toys right there.
Very cool.
So
how long was Grail on Warlord? Do you guys know?
I do not. I know he was on there for quite a long time.
Yeah,
at least doing even the covers.
At some point he stopped drawing the interiors, but he still did covers and wrote for quite a while after that. I think
it looks like
not sure exactly when.
It looks like this is issue 80, and it looks like Dan Jurgens was the artist, and Kerry Burkett at this point was the writer. So he probably stopped before then. Future Trek.
That looks good.
Yeah.
According to Comics Embrace, the Arak Remco is like a $70 figure loose.
Wow.
What is going on there, man?
There we go with some more ads and stuff inside. And there's the cover. Nice cover.
He's not a fan of the Warlords, but I am. Each to their own, man. I used to pass that stuff up too, but now
on one of my shows, I had a ton of Warlord for up for claims, and they just started teasing me a lot because there was so much Warlord, you know.
Yeah.
But then after the show, there was like people claiming them. They didn't claim them during the show, but then I got claims after the show.
Oh.
Yeah, wow. That's great, dude.
Oh, they didn't want to be known that they were Warlord fans?
I guess. I don't know. It was weird.
How can you not like Warlord, that early stuff at least? I mean,
if you haven't, Mike Grell is just such an amazing artist.
Yes,
I don't see how you can't.
Same thing with John Sable. I mean,
even if you don't like the story, the art is amazing.
Yeah, art is.
That's where I recognized Mike Grell from, was the John Sable thing.
Yeah.
Then I went back and realized that, oh man, he drew stuff in the 70s.
Yeah.
It was like it never even clicked that he had drawn stuff in the 70s that I had already in my collection, but I just never.
Yeah, you had all that stuff. Wow. But he really progressed in the 80s, maybe. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Here is number 81. Another nice cover.
I think I have that one.
They had a lot of great covers.
Yeah.
There we go. Some inside artwork.
Oh, it's a Little Mark's Jewelers too.
Is that what that is? Military diamond sales.
Yeah, you got a little MJ action.
There we go. Some more of the interior. And then we got number 83.
So how far away is this newly found comic book store from you?
It's about 40 minutes.
Okay.
It's kind of heading, what is it? Southeast from us. And we don't usually get out that way, me and the missus.
Right.
But we were told about this appliance store. Like I said, we were in the market for a new stove. And a person told us that we could get a real good deal out there if we could find this place. I couldn't find it, though.
Yeah. Well, where I live, you said 40 minutes. That's pretty much everywhere. To buy comics,
really?
you go a 40-minute drive. Yeah.
Ooh. No, I got one 20 minutes to the north of us. I got one, about 20 minutes to the south of us. I used to have one only 10 minutes away, but the poor fella, he wound up having some medical issues, and he wound up having to cancel the show. But that was, he doesn't have the business anymore. So, but hopefully he'll get back into it. He's talking about getting back into it again. That would be nice for me. 10 minutes away. Yeah,
dude.
Here's a great cover. This is number 84. Look at that cover.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Wow, I've never experienced the lack of Warlord love before. We got no one. We got Dr. Skull saying it was okay. Mostly the people are loving Warlord nowadays. I mean, I get it, you guys.
Any fantasy series that has that many issues has got to have something going for it.
Yeah, totally. And I skipped out on it when I was younger, but now I'm like, wow.
Yeah, I didn't pay attention to it when I was younger either. It wasn't on my radar because I was mostly a superheroes guy, you know. So, but now I'm catching up with it, and I'm also catching up with like the Conans, slowly dipping my toe down that rabbit hole.
Yeah, man, you got to let everyone know who doesn't know you how it's the amount of freaking comics you have that are old and beautiful, and you're a Hulk guy.
Oh, right? Yeah, I'm a big Hulk fan. I've been buying comics since I was 5 years old. What's that? 1967. I was born in 62. And 67, I remember seeing the Go-Go Checks DCs on the magazine rack at the local Rexall drugstore. Yeah. And that was it for me. I was hooked.
We got your origin story right here.
That's it, man. I really fell in love with that. Brave and the Bold was my first DC book that I ever bought and read that I can remember.
Yeah.
Fell in love with the Flash character, the bright red, yellow costume.
Yeah.
He was my DC guy. And then I fell in love with the Hulk.
Well, Comics Embrace too. He says that's his favorite, all-time favorite, Hulk.
Yep. So I just went from there. I had my collection thrown out twice as a kid. My parents threw my comics out on me twice. I mean, silvery stuff.
Oh yeah, but you got a lot of that back.
Yes, I did. I was
a doctor for a reason.
Yeah, I was lucky. I was very lucky that throughout the 80s, I had a lot of expendable income. I was still living at home, making a good wage. So I spent a lot of it Sunday mornings, man. I'd go to the flea market. There was an indoor flea market. Got to know a fellow there by the name of Bill Lockhart. He's still around today selling comics. And I just was there every week. And I got to be one of his regulars. And I got to be one of those guys who, if he got like something in big, that he would let me look at it first and type of stuff. That's where I got my early Hulks, the 2 through 6.
You actually opened some of those recently. That was so beautiful, man.
I mean, I never thought I'd own those books, man.
And you got to tell a story with Stan Lee and that dude, taking your book.
Oh man,
got you heated.
Yeah, because I wanted to have Hulk #2. I figured that's a good book to have signed. That's probably the gem of my collection is Hulk #2. So beautiful. I got a free ticket to go, courtesy of my daughter, for my birthday to the 2017 Boston Con, right in Boston, Massachusetts, about an hour away.
Yeah.
They drove me there and everything. It was awesome. I got there. They bought me a ticket to see Stan Lee. Okay, I waited in line for nearly 2 hours, right? And I finally get up to the line. I take the book out of the Mylar, right? And I'm careful with them. I handed. They had
Carefully.
they had 5 8-foot tables, 8-foot long tables, right? Stan was sitting at the middle table. Okay, had his head down like this and a marker in his hand, and he never moved from that position. I thought he was a robot.
Wow.
You know? And so he had a couple of handlers, one on the right hand side of him, one on the left, then 2 other guys at the head of the line and the end of the tables.
Right.
So you hand the book to him, right? And I'm thinking, okay, hand it to him.
You did not hand it to Stan Lee. You handed the book to one of his handlers.
Yes. And the first guy, right, takes it, puts it on the table, and slides it down like it's a beer.
Oh my God.
I'm like, I'm freaking out.
Hulk number 2.
Oh yeah, I'm freaking out, man. I'm like, I'm gonna come over that table, dude.
You do.
You know? And so it goes to the other guy. The other guy picks it up, walks it over to Stan, and Stan's in the ready position, and he puts it in under him. Stan's pen drops. Boom, 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 boom. The other guy on the other side of him takes it from him, slides it down the table to the guy at the end. I'm like, I never got to even, he never said anything. I said to him, thank you so much for what you've done for the business over the years. I appreciate it.
Stanley's all tuckered out at that point. Stanley's all tuckered out.
I think it was shortly after his wife had passed away too. I think it was like 2 weeks or so after his wife
that
passed away.
explains.
It was a real tough time for him.
That's why I cut him slack, because I mean, I can't imagine trying to do something like that. I can't imagine the state of mind you're in after losing the person you've shared your life with. So I cut him some slack, but the guy sliding the book, they don't get no slack.
How was the back of that comic, Rod?
It was good. It was nice. Oh man, I went over that with a fine tooth comb too. You know, and it was just like, oh my gosh, you people, what are you, crazy?
Yeah, thanks for sharing that story. My goodness.
I'll show. You want me to show a couple more, and then
you get
next person?
Go for it. Canadian survivalists.
We'll show 2 more. How's that? We got this one here. This is number 85. I like the colors in this.
Cool.
Very cool. Yeah.
Canadian survivalists, thanks for being here, buddy.
Get some art and some ads. And some more art.
I can't believe you have a Hulk number 2, Rod. That is so beautiful.
Believe me, I never thought I would ever own it, but it came in to Bill Lockhart, like I said, and he gave me first dibs on it. Here is number 86.
There's some concentric circles circling an eye, an eyeball.
Yeah. This one here, if you look real carefully.
Something chewed on it.
Yeah, something been gnawing on this one.
Yeah.
But that's okay. The story is all there.
Yeah.
Art still looks good.
Yeah, absolutely.
So there we go.
Yeah, dude.
We'll turn it back to you.
Okay. All right.
Very cool.
Actually, we'll go to Rob. Rob, you want to go next?
Yeah, I can go next.
Okay. Awesome, you guys. I'll be right back. I'm going to just mute the mic for a second.
Okay. All right. So what I've shown so far, is nothing that's going into the claim sales. That's all stuff I'm going to keep. But I did go through those books to the second round to see which ones of those I already have. So after this, everything that I show will be on the claim sale either Saturday or Monday. Because it looks like Saturday's show might be kind of lame based on the boxes I've been opening on the videos this week. Although tomorrow's video is a little bit better. So anyway, Marvel Collector's Item Classics, number 10.
Oh, love those. Very nice.
Very good. It's in really, fairly decent shape too.
Those square bound Silver Age Marvels are just awesome.
Yeah, I love them. I got a few of them, and that's one of the ones I already have. So it's going in the claim sale. Logan's Run #7.
Very cool.
George Perez artwork.
Nice.
Human Torch #4.
Awesome.
And Human Torch #3. There was actually a whole set of Human Torch in there, but I already had 3 and 4. So these are going in the sale as well. So you guys can grab them. Beowulf #6. I don't know if I say that right. Is that how you say it? Beowulf?
Beowulf, I think, is
Beowulf?
Yeah, Beowulf.
Okay.
That's the way I always heard it. Not that it's right. That's just the way I've always heard it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I know. I just once I discovered the YouTube and all the comic book guys, I realized that I say a lot of things wrong.
I mispronounce stuff all the time, man.
Yeah, Freedom Fighters #13.
Oh, Freedom Fighters. Great series.
Cool.
Cull the Destroyer #11.
Very nice.
Oh, neat.
And I'm working my way through these. I haven't been through all of them yet to make sure they're all there before I put them in one of the sales. #7, because I want to, make sure they're complete. I found a couple. This Power Man is complete, #38. But the other two that I grabbed, people have been clipping things out of it.
Oh yeah.
One of those pages where it's just all classified ads.
Yeah.
They clipped out 2 of the ads, so there's little peekaboo holes through the art.
Oh.
It's like, of all the things to clip out, why do you want those?
Exactly.
But New Teen Titans 15.
The Dragon's Lair. Thanks for joining us, Brent. Really enjoyed your last video, buddy.
New Teen Titans 16. First Captain Carrot.
Oh, really? First Captain Carrot. I did not know that.
Nice little insert.
New Teen Titans 32.
Thunder and Lightning.
So these were all in my to keep pile, but I discovered I already had them. So World's Finest 277.
Ooh, yes.
Very nice.
One of the dollar comics.
Dr. Skull
This one's in really nice shape too. I guarantee you the copy that's in my collection is not this nice.
Dr. Skull says Mike Plow cover except for Cole's head on Cole #11.
Whoa.
So here's Cull #20.
Dr. Skull with the 411s.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a very knowledgeable person.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Cull the Destroyer 19. And I saw a couple of people saying they're going to check him out in chat. Definitely, check out his YouTube channel, and then from there you can discover his 2 eBay stores, because I grab his stuff all the time. He's got
make sure you're subbed up to Dr. Skull's raw comic videos. Awesome.
And Superboy and the Legion 222.
Very nice.
And 225.
Oh, very cool.
220. $214.
That's another series I'm trying to catch up on.
You got this,
I had more of these than I thought I did. I didn't realize I had this many issues, but
Rod, you got the space, huh, for all these comics. It's beautiful, man.
Well, I don't know about that.
I'm always fighting for space.
DC Comics presents #6. There was actually 2 copies of this in the bunch that I bought. So
yeah, your claim sales. Hey, Rob, I'd like to ask you, what's your thoughts so far on Saturday and Monday doing both of these claim sales? Do you like it?
Yes and no. Superboy #204.
You could elaborate later.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I got to gather my thoughts on that.
Okay.
I got Steel #2. I definitely love doing the Saturday show.
Mm-hmm.
And I was considering moving the Saturday show to Monday. But enough people balked at that I don't think I want to do that. because people have things to do on Saturday. That's all there is to it. And
Right.
but at the same time, it's doing really well on Saturday with what we're doing. And if we get too many people in there grabbing books, then it becomes a whole different dynamic, and I don't know that it would work as well. So
I love that
I'm
Saturday
not
group.
sure. But what I
love-
basically have decided to do is go ahead and do both, because like we said, Monday gives me the opportunity to like re-show some books that I'd shown in a past sale that maybe somebody will want,
Yeah,
because that's been working pretty good. Battlestar Galactica #3.
I love that. That's my favorite Battlestar Galactica cover of that series. There,
This one I keep seeing a lot on
Yeah.
sales and
well,
stuff.
I think that was produced a lot.
So and part of the reason too was because whenever there's a local comic book sale, it's on Saturdays.
Right.
So and I plot these things out ahead of time. My recorded videos,
Yeah, you do.
are 3 or 4 weeks recorded before they air.
Yeah.
So because that way, I have that leeway. That's how I can post something every day.
Cool.
Because I can, just take a couple days a week, film the videos, get them posted or programmed in. And then if something comes up, with my mom or work or whatever, then I can take care of that. I don't have to worry about the YouTube schedule.
Yeah.
And, but then if a comic book sale pops up, a lot of times I only get like 2 or 3 days notice, if that it's happening.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, okay, well, now everybody's expecting the Saturday sale with all the books that I showed during the week. But now if I have a Monday show, I can just postpone the Saturday show until the Monday show. And that way I don't lose my schedule.
Right.
I just miss one show, but the schedule still stays intact, where I don't have to worry about trying to get back on track with showing the comics and then having them on the next sale. So
makes sense.
I think that works.
Although we're kind of
conclusion
attached to the Saturday group currently, aren't we? I like going on your Saturday.
Well, I mean, Monday we attracted a few more eyeballs. So, that we weren't seeing on the Saturdays. And of course, now they're coming to the Saturday shows because they know that's a better show.
Yeah. Well, we'll talk.
It works wherever it works. So
we'll talk later, Rob. We'll figure this stuff out, my friend.
It's working. Everything's working. Everything is working just the way I wanted it to, except for the stupid YouTube subscriber thing where they keep taking my subscribers away.
Oh yeah, it's the algorithm. That I don't get.
Yeah, I know. It just drives me nuts because I'll be like, last week. I don't know if it was Saturday or Sunday. Over the weekend, I gained like 5 subscribers. I was like, oh, cool. I haven't seen a burst like this in quite a while, right?
Yeah.
During Monday's show, I dropped 3 subscribers. They're just gone.
Wow. Yeah. It doesn't make sense.
And
no, it doesn't.
And it's just weird. I don't know how that thing works, but it drives me crazy because I really would like to get enough where it's monetized at some point.
Yeah.
But and I'm way over the watch hours. Everybody says, you need the watch hours is the hard part, and it wasn't for me. The watch hours are crazy. I'm over 4,000 watch hours, and I'm not even to 500 subscribers yet. And you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours to get monetized.
Huh.
So it's just, I mean, nobody cares about that, but
comics
it's
embrace
weird to me, this whole up and down on the subscribers thing. I don't understand it.
Yeah. Comics embraces, he says, during your claims, he doesn't like the preview so much, he wants to be surprised. And I get that, buddy. I really do.
Well, that's why we threw the box in Monday. That was a total surprise.
Yeah.
So, and we'll probably keep doing that somewhat, but I might, instead of not looking in the box first, I might take a look in the box next time, because the ones I showed Monday were in really bad condition for the most part, considering what I usually have on the channel. So, but enough of them got bought that it paid for the box. So
cool.
So we did good. That's the whole idea, is to make my comics free.
There you go.
Is it my turn, Rob?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, cool. So we're moving on. I'm gonna go big here, you guys. Just to get the I had that request. One guy requested that because I wasn't doing that before. And so I try to go big, but also bring people back in. You know what I mean? It's 1972, Marvel premieres, number 5, Doctor Strange. I got this from
Oh, very nice.
Sean special. I'm going to start reading as much old school Doctor Strange. They do sometimes reprint the Ditko stuff. Actually, they recently collected Ditko, I think, in a nice book.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
You got to love this stuff, man. The Lurker and the Labyrinth. But yeah, Sean, he really hooked me up. Like I said, he takes the average of what's actually sold on eBay. He doesn't, not what people are asking, but what's sold. And then he goes a little under that. And if you spend a certain amount of money, he takes another percentage off. So,
oh, very nice.
yeah. So I was going to go to SummerCon, but I'm not going to SummerCon this year. I got enough good stuff, But 2011 or 2012, we got Wolverine and the X-Men 14. I did like Jason Aaron as a writer back in these days. And I remember liking a lot of this. So I pulled this out of the I put this in the $25 long box. I don't know if I told you, Rod.
No.
I was able to score many long boxes from my friend Sean's place.
Oh, I know you got at least one or two.
He went back.
I don't blame you, man. Long box for $25.
I went back, and they're not boarded, and I could stuff a long box.
Oh.
So I got about 8 of them or something.
Man, oh man, there you go.
There's no way I'm going to read them all, so I got to figure it out with Rob. But what you do is you get, no matter what, you get stuff that you don't mind having.
Right.
Right.
Exactly.
You get what you love, And then if you're stuck with it, you're still smiling, 1987, indies from the 80s, from Eclipse Comics, Detectives Inc. I just love my indies from the 80s, and I love that I got this for $0.25 on the way to Sean's house. I picked up some Savage sword. Oh, and this is like okay. I guess you're supposed to have 3D glasses, maybe. I don't know. It didn't say that. But I saw some Savage Sword of Conan's, and for $5 each.
Oh, nice.
On the way, the first time leaving Sean's place, and then I came back. I swung through there to get those, and then they had a whole bunch of 25-cent in bags and boards too. And I'm like, come on. Okay, here's one you guys should like. 1982. Marvel Fanfare #1.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, dude. Spidey's in the clutches of Sauron. There's Angel. So this is I've always liked these Marvel fanfares.
Show it back. It should be a wraparound.
Okay.
Yeah, look at
But #1. It's not a wraparound, but
no, it's just a different drawing.
Yeah.
They became wraparounds later. But I think these Marvel fanfares are underrated. Let's see if there's sometimes there's gatefolds in the middle. I mean, in the inside.
Yeah, it's weird how they used to do that.
Yeah. Well, they thought you were going to need some posters or something. Back in the day.
I thought you'd buy 2 copies that way, probably.
Yeah.
I remember it was a big deal when they started publishing those. It was a big, big deal.
There you go, Rod.
Yeah. Old J Jaws.
Nice. Yeah, man. I just love the advertisements, and you got to read this. You can catch up on a lot of the stories if you were newer, back then.
Mm.
So yeah, Marvel Fanfare #1.
Excellent.
In the Savage Land, right? with Sauron. Okay, so we got another indie from the 80s here from Comico. It's 1989. Silverback #1. Like, this is another quarter special in high grade. I like the cover. And plus, I just see my indies from the 80s. I'll always make room in the house for these somehow.
We love what we love.
Yeah, most people will pass it by, but I think it's beautiful stuff.
There were a lot of great indies in the 80s, man.
Yeah, they flooded the market, however, and people weren't able to really keep up, but they were hustling. You know, they were working hard.
Yep.
And they were telling stories, and you know, it wasn't all like, you know, there were cool stories. In other words, there was no agendas. In other words, so I go for this stuff on the cheap. Can't believe I got it for a quarter. We'll go with a reprint of Spidey. This is 1987. Marvel Tales, $1.99. Do you guys remember how long Marvel Tales went on for?
A long time.
Yeah.
I mean, it started out as one of those thick 25-cent books, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, this is a Bill Mantlo story. It seems like it's a later story. They started reprinting stuff that wasn't that long ago, you know. But I recently got the square bounds, right? Those square bounds I never had from, you know, technically close to the Silver Age, maybe bronze square bound Marvel Tales. And one I showed had John Romita and Ditko together. They took an older Spidey Ditko, blew it up, and then John Romita drew a Green Goblin, and it had those two juxtapositions.
Oh, neat.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
We'll go for, I got this for 25 cents from my friend Dave, and it's freaking crisp and clean. 1989 first print, Gotham by Gaslight. Mike Mignola. I watched this animation a few months ago. It's kind of like in that Azraello style or whatever, but it's still pretty cool.
That was a great story.
Yeah. It's perfect too, and clean, and for a quarter, holy cow. I pulled this out of the $25 box, long box today. It's 2000, I think. I like shouting it out, but I'm not going to shout this one out. It's Daredevil 93, Brubaker. I got so much modern Daredevil, and Daredevil is actually a character that most creators do a good job on, in my opinion. You know,
very cool.
Yeah, this is good stuff, and to get it for what, 5-10 cents, right?
Yeah, can't beat that, man.
You can't.
Yeah, I mean, how many books in a long box? Like at least 300, right?
Yeah, and if they're not boarded, that's 600. Yeah. Mike Lark did I love that cover though. Let's look at that cover.
No, I think it's 300 without the boards.
Without the boards? Okay.
I think so.
Cool.
I mean, there's probably more than that. I think there was, in the books I got from Comics Den, I think there was about 350, around 300 to 350 in a box, depending, you know.
Okay, cool. 1970.
So that's, I mean, 300 would be 8 cents a piece.
Yeah, you got the math down, Rob.
That's it.
He does.
Nothing wrong with that, though. Nothing wrong with 8 cents a book. Yeah, baby.
I mean,
Yeah.
I can only dream of it getting stuff for 8 cents.
When I started buying them, they were only 4 more cents than that. It was 12 cents.
Wow, yeah. Now we call it silver. No, or bronze or whatever. So beautiful. So 1975. Got this from Sean recently. Fantastic Four. 156.
Ooh, nice.
And you got to love the Doom cover.
That's it.
I would say that Dr. Doom is my favorite villain because I was a kid when John Byrne was doing Fantastic Four, in that tear through the cover. Like I got both the direct and the newsstand of that.
Ah,
And I was just so intrigued by Doctor Doom after that. But I never had this one. So it's Rich Buckler did the art here.
very nice.
Yeah, it's nice and clean. Sean takes care of his stuff. He has like this, proprietary. And like he didn't want, he's not giving this stuff to me so I could sell it. And I'm like, trust me, this is going into my personal collection. It's not,
A new family member.
Yeah, I'm not reselling this stuff. So pretty cool. Maybe I'll do one more, and I'll flip it back to Rod, if that's cool. You got some more, Rod?
I got some more warlords here.
Okay. 1994. I guess we got some DC Vertigo. Black Orchid number 8. Yeah, number 8. I did it for the cover. Kind of looks like an eyeball, that whirling light there.
Yeah, that's an interesting. Interesting.
Yeah.
Very wild.
Yeah, very, very modern artish, where it's kind of like in the eye of the beholder, whatever it is you're supposed to be looking at.
Yeah. Yeah. A little abstract.
Abstract is right.
It had scales on it, so it's almost foreboding, but pretty cool stuff. Okay, yeah, I'll have Rod pick it up from here.
All righty. Let's see what we got. We got some more Warlord here from that 50-cent bin.
Excellent.
There we go with number 87. Looks like they're on like a pirate ship or something going on.
Cool.
Here.
I don't think I have that one.
And let's open her up here. There we go.
Yeah, Dr. Skull's saying Ditko is good, but Frank Bruner was the Doctor Strange artist, and I have to agree with that, man. That was well. I love Ditko though, but I don't know. I never really thought about that comparing the two. But man, those Frank Bruner comics are incredible.
Yeah. Can't go wrong with either one.
No.
Here's 88. And let's open her up. There we go. Double 2-page.
Yep. Looking good.
Nice.
Yeah.
See you later, Dr. Skull. Thanks for being here, buddy. Appreciate it.
Let's see. Yeah, it's still Dan Jurgens on the art. Rich Buckler did the inking on that.
Nice.
So, nothing wrong with that. Look, they even got a Saturday morning cartoon ad right there.
Richard Pryor.
Yeah, I always forgot he had a Saturday morning show.
Yep.
Every once in a while, I'll run across that ad and be like, "Oh yeah, he did have a Saturday morning."
Yeah. There we go, number 90.
Let's get you big.
Big.
Yeah, dude. They say go big or go home, but we're already home. So.
There we go. Look at that. That could be the Savage Land there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
Where's Kazar or Kazar, depending on where you are and how you say it.
That's cool. I've been reading that classic X-Men run with John Byrne and all that. It's freaking beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Savage Land,
Absolutely.
being in Antarctica with a cloud cover, right? Thick cloud cover. It produced a greenhouse effect. It's weird.
Yeah. Number 92.
Looking good.
Looks like Clayface.
Yeah, I was going to say
That's what I always thought too.
It's not. Awesome.
Double spread right there.
Yeah. Is that Dan Jurgens?
Let's see. Alan Kupperberg and Pablo Marcus.
Okay.
So.
I like Kupperberg.
Yeah. And well, do you know us? Who's who?
Well, I'm glad you found a new comic shop there, Rod.
Yeah, I'm psyched. I can't wait to get back there. And they had, along with a couple of 50-cent bins, they had a couple of dollar. Well, they had more than a couple. They had quite a few dollar bins.
Excellent.
So I really want to get back there and check it out.
Yeah.
93.
Well, you had the wife this time, so you're kind of limited, right? Limited on time.
Well, I don't want to leave her sitting in the car for too long.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah, exactly.
She's nice enough to let me go to some of these places.
Yeah.
So I try to not punish her too bad.
The phone can keep you entertained only for so long.
Exactly. And this one here, who is on this one? Ron Randall. He's a guest artist. Ron Randall. I was going to say for a second that's Birdman, but that's Ray Randall.
Cool.
Which if you ever watch the cartoon, they never mention his alter ego, but that was his name. His cartoon alter ego was Ray Randall, but it's not in the series.
Weird.
Yeah, that one I thought it was bizarre. I never knew that.
Wow.
This is 94. Dinosaur. Oh, Godzilla.
Wow. I love that stuff.
Coming at you. Godzilla. There we go. The big double spread. Assassin Spray. And who is this one? This is Mike Chen and Pablo Marcos on the inks. So there we go. There's another ad for those Remco.
Yeah, that's the series we were talking about.
Yeah.
I wonder if they'll ever do a movie like Warlord.
I would think they would. I would think that would be a great sci-fi fantasy movie.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it?
I think so.
I think it would be easy to do too. Nowadays with CGI and stuff.
And the interest would go through the roof beforehand with the speculators and all that.
Yeah.
Okay.
We don't want to make our series first.
Don't make the movie.
That's right.
Don't make the movie anytime soon. Yeah.
That's right. Let us get the collection. Let us get the series.
Yeah.
Here we go with number 95.
Awesome.
Oh, that's cool too. Yeah.
Yeah, they had some really great covers.
Beautiful.
And let's see. Oh, this one's got a different one. This one is, let's see. This is Adam Kubert, Joe Kubert's son.
Yep.
He did the artwork, and this one is like this
cool.
way.
And he was hustling then.
Yeah.
Yeah. That looks good, actually.
Yeah. Get my fingers out of the way. There we go. Yeah, nothing wrong with that art right there.
Beautiful.
I love Joe Kubert stuff, man. You go and look at some of his war covers that he did for Our Army at War and some of the others, and man, they are just laid out. The way he lays the picture out and then draws it, it's just awesome.
That's his specialty, is the war comics, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. Him and the early Hawkmans.
Yeah.
You know, and Brave and the Bold. Very cool. Oh, this one here. There we go. Another red cover, 96. Oh, no, he killed somebody.
Love the red covers.
Just great. Just really cool artwork.
Yeah, dude.
And this is Rick Stasi as the penciler, Bill Collins as the inker.
Wow.
So
they just kept that's the thing about 50 centers, you could drop them, no problem.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're not so worried about him, right?
Yeah.
You drop that Hulk. You drop the Hulk too, and you're crying.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh my God. You must have that in a safe.
Yeah. I think I got him up here in the spinner rack here somewhere.
Very nice. You got some grails, don't you, over the years?
Wow. I was lucky enough to, yes. I was, like I said, in the 80s, I was lucky enough to have the relationship with that seller, Bill Lockhart, and I'm still friends with him today. And I through him, I've got like X-Men 1 through whatever the first run was.
Wow.
Yeah, and same
Beautiful.
thing with Hulks. Same thing with most of my Silver Age. I got through him.
Wow.
So, yeah, it was really a lot of fun back then. Every Sunday we'd go there, right? And you walk through the door, and he was the first guy you'd see right there in the when you walk through the doors, right?
Yeah.
It was him, and then to the left there was a guy with a little mini donut machine. Oh, I was in heaven, man.
Wow.
Mini donuts with the cinnamon sugar.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I remember when they first started those. That was the 80s, wasn't it? When they did
Yeah,
that?
baby. It was the 80s. It
special-
was the 80s. It's number 119. It looked
That's
like he'd been
cool. I
put
love
through the ringer.
hearing your stories, Rod. You know, it's awesome. Man.
Oh man, there were some great times.
I wish I held on to all the comics I had, but it just didn't work out for me.
Well, I think we all have stories like that. I had to wind up selling some of mine for medical bills, right?
Right.
And I sold my single digit Fantastic Fours.
Wow.
I had like from 5. I had 5. I think 5, 6, 7, 9, and 10, and then from 10 on up.
Beautiful.
But I had to sell some of those early ones. Up to, I think I sold up to like 30, I think.
Wow.
But I kept number 12, which is the first time they meet the Hulk.
Yeah.
So that one's still in my collection. Also, excellent. The 2 times they met the X-Men in one, and they met the Avengers in a 2-parter with the Hulk.
Wow.
25, 26, and I can't remember which one the X-Men was, but I kept those ones because but I know I'll never own those books again in the condition I had them in.
Yeah.
And so, but hey, what are you gonna do? You got to do what you got to do to get through life.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I got 2 more Warlords to share with you, and they're annuals. This is annual number 2.
Cool.
So let's see what we got. See if they continue. Yes, they do. They continue the double spread.
Awesome.
And then we got number 4 annual of the Warlord.
Nice.
So
that's what it looks like. That's the only annual I'm missing. That's the only annual I'm missing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You want it? I can send it your way, sir.
Well, I don't want to take it away from you if you're just getting into collecting them.
Yeah.
Dude, 50 cents.
It will show up eventually. I buy Warlords all the time. So
yeah, it might be in one of Rob's piles he hasn't looked at.
But if you find another one,
Wow. All right. Then I picked up a couple. This one here is I picked up for a couple of bucks, and it was
wow, that looks beautiful.
From Beyond the Unknown. What number is this? Number 13.
That's the type of stuff I get nowadays. I like the weird, wacky sci-fi and just strange stuff.
I still need, I think, a handful of issues to complete this. So this gets me a little closer. Here's one that I picked up. This is the first book I have in this series. It was a short-lived. I think it only had 9 issues from the Bronze Age DC, and it's Black Magic. This is number 8.
Excellent.
I believe they were reprints of horror stories.
Oh, that's cool.
That is really cool. Even Comics Embrace is like good stuff.
Like Dolly the Devil.
Yeah.
And awesome. Then I saw this one, Neil Adams cover.
Yeah.
I knew I didn't have it, so I had to get this one. Detective Comics, $3.99.
Wow.
So I had to pick that one up.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love Neil Adams. He is my favorite artist.
Yep. I know why. Those covers are incredible.
Oh man. His work on Dead Man in the Strange Adventures series.
Yeah.
The first that was tremendous. That is one of my favorite storylines ever. Is his story, Dead Man's story, from what was it, 205 through 217 or something like that.
I know you bring up Deadman a lot. Now I know why. You know.
Yeah, I love. Oh, it's just awesome. And the covers. If you see the covers, he does what's called the Dutch tilt, and that's where instead of the cover, the cover's looking like this.
Yeah.
They're tilted slightly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The action is tilted.
Yeah.
So, and I picked this one up here, number 47 of All-Star Squadron. And it's the Secret Origin of Dr. Fate. This is the last one I needed in this series. So this puts this series to bed for me.
Congratulations. All right, dude.
Thank you. I think they have like 64 issues plus some annuals. I think it is, but 68 issues, somewhere like that.
I'm definitely going to collect All-Star Squadron as well, buddy.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
in all that.
JSA, baby. JSA.
Yeah. Yep.
So, all righty, back to you.
Okay.
My wife just came down and handed me a package, so I don't know what
you want to open it up.
Yeah, we can open it up.
Why don't you open it up, buddy?
All right, we'll open it right up because I'm curious to know. I want to know.
I'm gonna show these cheaper ones here.
All righty.
Book of Fate.
Ew.
I think, was it your turn, Rob?
I don't know.
Pretty cool.
So what is that? Two-Face as Dr. Fate?
I don't know. It's really strange. 1997. So I have no clue what this is about, but the art's really good inside.
Oh yeah, it's an awesome cover. It's just like, whoa, what's going on?
It's one of those things where the cover is actually good and the art inside's good. You gotta love that stuff. Hey, Rod, let me know when you're ready.
All right.
Are you ready?
All right. I've got a piece of cardboard I got to cut through.
Okay. Let me know when you're ready.
I
heard from someone that this was a good series and I missed it. It's 2009 Justice League Cry for Justice. Have you guys heard of this? I found this in the $25 bins. So long talk. I hear it's really.
I think I have a few issues of that, but I haven't actually read it because I was waiting until
I heard it was
man.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh wow!
All right, we're gonna put you up now.
I think he's ready.
Okay,
we're gonna put you up.
All right, this is actually an AOK package from our friend north of the border, Robert Harrison.
Okay, thank you, Robert.
So, yeah. Wow. Look what he sent me. He sent me. Whoops, sorry about that. I'm smacking my microphone. He sent me Eerie number 9.
Number 9.
Nice.
Look at that.
Wow, that's beautiful. Number 9.
Wow. Holy mackerel.
90. Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah, let's open her up and see what the insides look like real quick. There we go. Oh, look at the ad on the back. Oh, classic 60s Batman right there.
Movies.
That's great.
Wow. Love it.
Wow.
Holy mackerel. There's all the different stories. And
number 9.
Number 9.
Yeah, we were talking Beatles on your I was in the chat when you were talking Beatles. In your last show. I love the Beatles, man. That's beautiful.
Oh yeah. Well, speaking about Neil Adams, this is Neil Adams right there, baby.
Cool.
The first story, he's doing the eye. Oh my gosh. Wow, this is incredible.
With a live box opening here.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a little AOK thank you to Robert Harrison, north of the border. If you get a chance, his website or his YouTube site is Robert Harrison 2.0.
Okay. Robert Harrison 2.0.
Yeah, he shows a lot of comic books. He plays a lot of music, and then on Fridays he talks about what movies he watches during the week and stuff. So he's a real good guy, awesome. An old time collector like me.
Oh yeah.
And then the other thing he sent me. Look at this piece of history.
He was really thinking of you, wasn't he?
Absolutely. Look at that. The Rolling Stone with the Hulk. I remember that.
Cool.
This is from September 16th, 1971.
Wow. He's only
Holy mackerel, man.
wow. That's beautiful.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me see if I can.
I don't think the Hulk was 10 years old at that point.
No, what? 62 was the first time he appeared, I think it was.
9 years old.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Holy mackerel. Look at that. There we go.
Wow.
And of course, it's like a newspaper.
Yeah, you gotta love that.
Yeah.
Old Rolling Stone, man. Wow.
Yeah. The Rolling Stone. It was a movie. Music.
I never seen one with a newspaper like that. I always remember them as magazines.
Yeah. This is way before their time. So
That's pretty dang freaking awesome.
inside.
Wow, what a gift.
Yeah, that's tremendous, man.
Rod, you're a music guy too, man. It's freaking cool.
Yeah. I don't have the knowledge of like my partner Shannon. I don't have
Shannon.
anywhere near the knowledge he's got when it comes to I
Shannon
can't
makes-
retain it. But yeah, I mean, I grew up on bubblegum pop with the Beatles, the Monkees,
Oh yeah, yeah.
you know, the Archies.
Love that stuff.
Oh yeah.
Let's look at this here. We got built.
Got
to be
somebody
worth it.
reading a Superman magazine here.
Wow, that is so cool.
This is very similar to some of the newspapers that you used to get, the Monster Times. I don't know if any of you have ever collected those, the Monster Times
No.
from the 70s, I think it's late 60s and 70s. Oh, there we go. But it was a newspaper just like this size, and it was dedicated to monster movies and monster stories, and they'd always do an article about comic books of some kind. Like they'd have an article on Spider-Man or the Spectre or something, you know, something cool like that.
Mhm.
So, but I mean, wow, that is really,
What a
really
nice-
cool.
What a nice gift. Wow.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
it's beautiful.
Kicking butt, man.
So, Robert Harrison, thank you so much, sir. I appreciate that. I'll have to do a special little thank you to him on my channel for him.
Wow.
But thank you very much for letting me open that here. That's awesome.
Oh, wow. We're honored. Yeah. That
Yeah,
was,
no, that's fantastic.
yeah. That's cool.
Thank you,
cool.
Rob.
Wow.
Incredible. Man, oh man. Awesome stuff.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rob.
Rob, did you want to share some stuff, or it's up to you? I got
Yeah,
stuff.
we can. Well, I'll show this again,
Okay.
because it's the Neil Adams tilt
There you go.
cover that Rod was just talking about that I showed earlier, but I just showed it for a second.
That's the exact one I was thinking of when I was saying that too.
The
It's
tilted.
called a Dutch cover because it's tilted.
A
A Dutch angle, rather, not a
Yeah.
Dutch cover, a Dutch angle. Yeah.
So
Dutch
yeah,
angle.
that's cool.
Great series right there. Great series.
That was an 80-cent score.
Yeah,
Wow.
everything I showed tonight was 80 cents. I mean, that's
Can't
what
go wrong.
that's what I'm guessing at the price, because with the whatnot pricing, it's hard to tell exactly what I paid for everything. But
Right.
when
Yeah.
when I worked it all out, because it was like it's in 1,200 comics, right?
Wow.
So
Holy mackerel.
it was 1,263 comics. I spent $1,010.
Wow. That's a lot, man.
Yeah, it's not. It's it's somewhere in there.
So 2001, this is by Sam Keith, so I decided to throw it in the $25 box. It's called Zero Girl, and it's by Homage Comics.
Oh, neat.
And
And Keith.
Sam Keith does the Max, and he did some great work for Marvel
Yeah.
Wolverine stuff in the 90s. So I was like, what the heck? Why not? Well, I wasn't thinking very long about this stuff, you guys. I was there for 7 hours, and you think that's enough. It wasn't enough time, and so I'm moving really fast in the end here. I'm just throwing stuff in.
Well, how many? I mean, you bought 8 boxes. How many has he got left? Does he have that many comics?
Oh, he's got more. Yeah, that wasn't even. That was maybe a quarter of it. Maybe, I don't know.
Wow.
1983, Camelot 3000, number 9.
Oh yes, yeah.
Number 9, some Brian Boland. I got so much. I got doubles of this, so this will be going into this series is already in the trading program. But we'll show a little Brian Boland here.
Excellent stuff. He's great. He really,
Yeah. I guess when this series came out, was it you, Rob, that was telling me that it just lagged because of the timing?
They at some point, like after the first, I don't know, 6, 7 issues. At one point, there was like a year between issues. It went for so long.
Yeah.
But
now
I think people just kind of lost interest in it.
You could really
get so far between issues.
You could really get this on the cheap nowadays, man. So it's pretty crazy.
Great stuff.
We got Jonathan Hickman, Dragati joint here, 2014, East of West, number 11. I got this in the $25 long boxes. I remember reading this and liking it, but it seemed like it was more about just how hard. I don't know. Everyone was an antagonist almost. It seemed like, it's like, where's the heroes, right? Where's the heroes? But I love Jonathan Hickman, and I wasn't gonna leave this behind, So I got a bunch of these. I don't think I got the whole series yet. Let's go over here. Here's one for you, Rod. 1980, Incredible Hulk, 250.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, we got some Silver Surfer action.
The rematch.
Nice.
Yeah, the rematch. I was
great.
I'm very happy to get this. See, unlike you, I was a kid. Just maybe I started reading comics maybe when I was 6 in the 70s, like 1977 or something like that. So a lot of the comics that I had that I have read as a kid, I could probably get back.
Oh, nice!
It's not the Silver Age. Like I think my very first comic was Amazing Spider-Man 166 with a lizard and the dinosaur man in the dinosaur. Was it Stegron?
Stegron. Yeah.
Sometimes when I'm streaming, my brain goes right.
Yeah.
But
that was Buscema, right? Buscema.
Yeah. Good stuff, man.
I remember buying that at the Stop and Go convenience store off the spinner rack, baby.
Nice, dude. Awesome, man. That's so beautiful. It's great that you stuck with it too. This is 1988. DC Comics, The Phantom #1.
Oh yeah, the Phantom.
Yeah, dude.
Very cool character, man.
And I did get a Charlton one too. I guess the Phantom's been around, Yeah. A lot of different publishers, picked them up. Got your little Flash Gordon in the back here.
Yeah. Defenders of the Earth.
Yeah. What about Flash? That was a corny freaking movie, but it was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love like a lot of B movies that had high budgets too, like that had a high budget for its time.
Yeah. There was a lot of movies like that didn't get the notoriety.
No. And maybe I'll just do a couple more, or maybe one more. I don't know. I got so much of this stuff here. Yeah. I might call it. Oh, I'll pull this one out. I pulled this one out of the $25 bin. It's from 1999. Deathlock. I think it's on number one. I do like Deathlock, but I did not read many comics in the 90s. I did come in the late 90s for a little bit, and I enjoyed some series, but I did not read this. I got into Deathlock from, wow, good art, from Captain America, the Mike Zeck run there.
Okay.
I don't know if you remember those Captain America covers with Deathlock in there.
Wasn't one of them like he was like was pointed a gun and you could see Cap?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I remember.
This looks like Von Eden stuff. I did the pencils here.
Not too long ago, I just picked up a bunch of the Astonishing Tales with him. Yeah.
Leonard Nimoy helped. No, that's not right. Okay, Leonard Manco. I don't know who that is. That's pretty good art. Anyway, you guys, we'll wrap it up here. That was very exciting. You got to open a package, huh, Rod?
Yeah, an awesome package at that.
Yeah,
that's tremendous, man.
Yeah.
I'm so psyched. Thank you, Robert Harrison. You're the man.
So what I normally do is I just ask people here if they have anything they want to announce for their channels or just their schedules and stuff like that before we close out. So we'll start with Dr. Silver Age here to my left.
We always start our Saturday mornings at 10 o'clock. We do the show Comic Book Memories, and it's just 2 hours, usually 2 hours plus, just showing comics and sharing stories and memories about what you did as a kid and the comics you used to buy as a kid, the things that you love about comics, stuff like that. We just try to give 2 hours for people just to relax and forget about all their troubles for a little while.
Yeah.
Just have some fun, man.
Yeah, that's 10 o'clock Eastern a.m.
10 o'clock Eastern, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got your partner, Shannon, the bass cannon.
That's right. My brother in comics, Shannon, the bass cannon, man.
Is that guy a wealth of information?
Oh, I'm telling you, man. I can't imagine. I tell him all the time, I don't know how we can keep all that upstairs because, man, I couldn't.
Right. Yeah.
I can remember stories and I can remember, the storylines, and I can remember where I was when I bought the books.
Yeah.
But I can't tell you who the writer is and who the artist is and everything. And he's got it down, man.
That's great. Yeah. I subbed him up maybe a month ago. It took me that long, and looking forward to learning more from him.
A lot of great videos.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else you can think of, Rod?
No, but I wanted to thank you guys for having me on, man. I appreciate it. I loved it.
Yeah, you could come back anytime, Rod.
Awesome.
Awesome. Yeah, I love it. Love that you're here. I'm really honored, actually. So.
Thank you so much.
Okay, Rob, anything you want to announce, buddy?
No.
Okay. Rob, that's it.
Nope, show's over. Goodbye.
No, it's the same old stuff. Video every day at noon, except Saturdays when we do the claim show after Comic Book Memories.
After our man, Dr. Silver Age.
Because I just, I can't stop watching that show. So.
Well, I appreciate that.
Most of the people that watch my show are watching his show as well. So.
Yeah,
it's a nice little lead-in.
Yeah, nice little segue right over to your great claim sale.
That's that's the one thing I've been thinking about is Whatnot has this thing when somebody ends a show, they can send their audience to another show.
Really,
it's called a raid. They can just all of a sudden you're watching an entirely different show and they're thanking you for showing up and blah 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 blah. And I was like, that would be so cool if we could do that on YouTube, because
I'm sure someday we'll have that control.
That would be awesome. But that's one thing that Whatnot does that it's like, oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
I got to commend you, Rob, for being able to work with Whatnot. I went on there to try and I wanted to check it out after listening to you talk about it, and I was so confused.
I was the first time I went on there too. Actually, the Ray's in chat from Razor Comics. He's actually the one that got me to go back and check it out because he was showing stuff on his channel. And I was like, oh, this looks like the outlet I need. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Awesome.
yeah, so he got me on that, and it's a blessing and a curse.
Right.
Because it's so easy to spend money on there. They make it as
I'm staying away.
there are no barriers. All you have to do is go click and it is gone.
That's like everything in this hobby,
There's
ain't
no
it?
take backs.
I'm staying away. I'm staying
I
away.
bought one book because I sneezed. Because you know you're sitting there with your finger ready to bid against everybody else. You want to try and get that first bid in there in case you can grab it for $1.
Yeah.
And I bought a book for like $7 because I sneezed and I
hit the sneezed. You actually hit a button because you sneezed.
What?
That's
I just paid $1,000 for what?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So yeah, I learned to not have my finger on that actual button.
Yeah. I don't go to Whatnot. I'm with Swag. Swag doesn't either, you know. But maybe someday I will. We'll see.
Swag's on Whatnot all the time, man.
Okay. He says he tries to stay away from Whatnot.
Yeah, well, he goes on there and he wins free stuff.
Well, there you go. All right, you guys. I'm gonna do a live show between noon and 1 Pacific time, Monday and Friday, for a while until I could get my double album out. I'm gonna have a double album out by the end of this month. So I'm trying to. It's crunch time, you know. It's crunch time, and so I'm trying to save as much time as I can. And doing the live shows, man, are just so convenient, you know.
Yeah, when they're fun. It's fun to be able to interact.
That's the
instead of just doing the recording. Yeah,
it's great having co-hosts and guests, and also the chat. It's just a lot of fun, man. I always come off this thing with a buzz, actually. Like, yeah, you know, that was fun, you know. But yeah, besides that, there won't be any classic hauls for a while because I need to finish up. But yeah, I'll see you on Monday, you know. Unless I see you on the Saturday shows, I'll be in the chat. Both of your shows. And with that,
Graphic Man again too.
Yeah. Oh, you guys go to Graphic Man's channel right now because we got Easy Comic Reader there, and we got Higgy Pop.
That's right, Higgy Pop. Gotta hit the bell.
That's right. This has been Chaotic Comic Book Cover Displays and more with friends. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for watching the rewind. If you did, we love you. Deuces.
Bye, guys.
Take care.